Well, hey guys, about to start my skincare routine. A little tip, sometimes people who wear headbands a lot, they can actually get little acne breakouts right along where the headband rests. So if you wear like stuff like this, make sure that you wash these regularly and that you kind of give the skin a little bit of a break there, or change out the style from time to time so that the headband is not always hitting at the same place. That can really help cut down on just the frictional irritation that might trigger breakouts, also trapping the bacteria up close to the skin. All right, so I'm gonna come in and wash my face using the CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser. Should pop up for you guys actually in the YouTube shopping feature. It's a new thing where they put timestamps sometimes with any products that they have in that shop. But as always, anything that I show in my videos, I also have in the description box as well. I always want to start with like lukewarm water. The drips going all down. I hate washing my face at the sink for this reason. Like, it's so annoying. I know they make these like little sleeves that you can put on to trap the drips, but whatever. La Roche-Posay has a version of this. Let me know if you want me to test it out and maybe compare it to this. I think they're probably identical, frankly, but we'll see. So I always just use my fingers in like little soft circles. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exfoliating right here. Just washing your face consistently, on a daily basis, 1 to 2 times daily. The frequency is dependent on what your skin tolerates and needs. It's actually helping to support exfoliating. I don't wash my neck in the morning because it's kind of awkward to do so. But I wash my neck at night in the shower. But I usually use the face wash, but some people use their body wash. Face wash is a little gentler, I think, than some body washes, depending on the body wash you're using. And neck skin is a lot more delicate. I've been trying to make my way through this, The Ordinary's new pink serum, the Soothing and Barrier Support Serum. It's okay, it's not like the best thing I've ever tried. I think it's appealing because, hello, Pepto-Bismol. It's bright pink because it has vitamin B12 in it, which actually, look at that, it's like paint, which actually may help calm down itch. It's an interesting product. It has an odd aroma to it. It feels very emollient while not being greasy. It's a really interesting texture. I don't know. But I have to say, when I use this, as I'm doing here, if I were to just let this dry on my face and be done, that was it, it kind of feels a little filmy. I'm of course going to come on over this with sunscreen, which is moisturizing in and of itself. So we're all good there, but I don't know. Let me know if any of you guys have tried this, what you thought, because I've just kind of been underwhelmed by it. Like, all right, and then over that, today I'm going to come in with the CeraVe Hydrating Sheer Sunscreen. This is a water-resistant hybrid sunscreen that, again, not one of my favorites from them, but it's actually pretty good. It's not bad. It's kind of a liquid formula. I mean, the cast isn't too bad, but it spreads on the skin pretty easily. I don't have any issues putting makeup on over this either. Now, in addition to headbands aggravating closed comedones and triggering little breakouts, the other thing you need to be mindful of that can aggravate a lot of people's scalps and worsen dandruff, especially as you get into the colder months, is wearing hats like all the time, because the little yeast that lives on your scalp, lives on everyone's skin, Malassezia, it really thrives in a moist, humid environment. So underneath a hat, for example, it will just become very comfortable. And if you have an oilier scalp, it is like a heyday up there for that little yeast, and it can really aggravate dandruff for you. And when you get dandruff on your scalp, it can have a trickle down effect and start to affect your face, the skin behind your ears. I've talked about this before. So make sure you wear hats that are breathable, you swap them out, you clean them, and you take breaks from wearing them. So I'm on my way to the library to return those books that we got together a few weeks ago. They aren't due, but I mean, like, it auto renewed, and so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take them back because I'm done enjoying them. I am still listening to audiobooks. Well, that book by Jonathan Franzen, it's gonna take me a while to make my way through it because I'm only able to listen to it for like short little bursts at a time. I have about 6 hours left on the book, and I'm just really enjoying it so far. It's been a good listen, but I'm gonna need a new audiobook as soon as that's done. Let me know if you have any audiobook recommendations, because that seems to be about what I can handle these days. I went through a period of time several years ago where it was all about reading on the Kindle app on my phone, and I rather enjoyed that. And believe it or not, I even got to a point where I would read while I was kind of working out. I would read on the elliptical. And sometimes I can do that, but other times it sort of makes me nauseous. So anyway, we are here at the library. I wonder if I'm gonna get anything. I'm wearing, as a side note, this scoop neck shirt. Came in a 3-pack from Walmart. It's No Boundaries brand, which is in the junior section, but they have some cute finds and the material is like very comfortable. I've got it paired with, speaking of Walmart, these Sophia jeans. I have been loving these. I actually got a second pair, a little bit different style from what I showed you guys a few weeks ago. The newer pair that I got has buttons up the front, so it's a little bit more high-waisted, but it's a really flattering waist. So but I'm wearing the ones that I shared with you guys a few weeks ago, and I've been really enjoying them. The ones I wore to my trip, because that was last weekend's vlog. We went to Los Angeles together, and I wore these jeans all weekend, and here we are again. I'm wearing the same jeans all weekend. So comfortable, and they're really inexpensive. I washed them, obviously, multiple times, so they've held up really well in the wash. So the library actually has a good selection of audiobooks. The ones they have here are all CDs, which I don't have a CD player anymore, unfortunately. I know you can download them from an app from the library, but this is what they have here. I went through a phase several years ago. I know I'm always telling you guys about these phases that I went through many years ago, like I was just rambling about the tablet phase, but I went through a phase where I was really into checking out audiobooks from the library. This was like before Audible existed, and I had a CD player in my car, and that was a great way to take in books. But now I don't have a CD player anymore. This is really good, the Glass Castle. Highly recommend that if you haven't already read it. It's pretty good. What's new over here in this section? Fridge love. Organize your refrigerator. Oh my gosh, this is like a TikTok inspired. You see all those TikToks of people like getting all these little containers to organize their fridge. I'm just like, you know how I organize my fridge? I just eat the food out of it, and then all of a sudden it's like completely empty and minimalist. A spell of good things. I was telling you guys this the last time that I came to the library, how there's always like these fun theme mysteries, and I always get tempted. So usually they're like a whole series on cupcake themed mysteries, but this one is teddy bear mysteries. Bear a wee grudge. Okay, I may have to read this. I know I said I've been really bad about reading books, but maybe I just need to get something like super lighthearted and silly. Speaking of my audiobook phase via CD in my car, when I tell you the impact this had on me, like I could not. I actually listened to this, and then I tortured myself with the second one. This is not a light read. It is so disturbing, but I highly recommend it if you're up for it. If it, you know, it's very disturbing, to say the least. Let me know in the comments if you have read it, but Orphaned Believers. Interesting. The librarian always does a good job organizing this section and getting me tempted to get more books. Let them eat tweets. I don't want to read about Twitter. It's AKA, what is it called now? X or Z or Z? I don't know. I try and pretend it doesn't exist. I've never gotten into Twitter. Was this new? I read a book by this author. I'm blanking on what it was called, but it was really good. It was a long time ago that I read it. And I can only imagine that this is good. Yeah, here's the section of these mystery books that are all like Christmas cookie themed. Except this one is what? Pink Lemonade Cake Murder? Oh, this book is really good. White Oleander. I loved that. Fanny Flagg is always good too. Like, this is a classic. I love that book. And the movie is really good. And here are mystery books that are coupled with home repair. Interesting. Never read that. Alright, y'all. So I did in fact get the teddy bear mystery. I know. Who is she? Bear a Wee Grudge. I was drawn by the cover. It sounds adorable. Why not? It's springtime in Silver Hollow, Michigan, and Sasha is looking forward to the village's inaugural Highland Fling weekend. Plans are underway for a kilted 5K, athletic competitions, dancing, live music, and even a hurl the haggis contest. Meanwhile, Sasha's staff is busy crafting custom teddy bears in kilts for the Silver Bear Shop's vendor booth. But trouble's brewing behind the scenes as the obnoxious Teddy Hartman, former owner of a rival teddy bear company, sows seeds of discord about town, targeting Sasha's family and their business. This should be lighthearted reading right here. I am not expecting this to be emotionally taxing or draining. In contrast, A Boy Called It, I'm telling you, that book to this day haunts me. I think I'm going to enjoy this. When I was, I want to say in middle school or high school, I went through this phase where I was really into, I had this teddy bear that I would dress up. It wasn't necessarily for play, but I was really into dressing it up in seasonal outfits. Like it had this cute little pumpkin Halloween costume that it would wear, and then I would dress it up like Santa Claus around the Christmas time. And I mean, it was like something that I bought in a catalog. This is how long ago this was. Like, this is before the internet, before you could just buy stuff willy-nilly and have it delivered. This was like back when you had to write down what you wanted and like write down your credit card or mail in a check and send it, and then you had to wait for like weeks for it to arrive. Yeah, that's how this bear was. You would order it from a catalog, and it was kind of like, at the time there was this other bear that was really popular but was kind of expensive, if I remember correctly, Muffy Vanderbear, and I never got into that bear. But this bear that I can't remember its name, obviously I was emotionally attached to it. I was just really into having like these different seasonal outfits for it. And it was a lot of fun. Gosh, what was that bear's name? I can't remember. Not so much into baby dolls. Like, I never got into baby dolls. Like, I had a friend who was really into baby dolls. Like, she had this stroller, and like she was all into like playing with the baby doll. I was not about the baby doll. I had no interest in baby doll. I had Cabbage Patch Kids, but even those were more like, I would dress them up and then set them up. But I was not one to play with my Cabbage Patch Kid dolls. Speaking of Cabbage Patch Kid dolls, Cabbage Patch Kids, y'all, I know you're like, what the heck did we tune in for today? This weirdo going to the library and getting a teddy bear mystery, and now she's telling us about her toys that she played with as a child. I had this is a foreshadowing of things to come in my life. I had a Cabbage Patch Kid doll that could get a tan. How messed up is that, you guys? They had these Cabbage Patch Kid dolls that had a little bathing suit, and their bodies were all plastic, as opposed to like the typical Cabbage Patch Kid doll. Well, back in the day, it used to come, and the body was cloth. The arms were, I think, like this plastic. And then Cabbage Patch went through like a change, and their bodies were plastic. So I had this Cabbage Patch doll that had a little bathing suit, and there was something about the plastic that it would darken in the sun, so it would have the Cabbage Patch baby would have tan lines. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I had a doll like that. And I actually played with that because it was fun. You could take it outside and give it DNA damage. I played with that quite a bit. I would take, because I played outside, you know, go ride my bike. So I would, you know, and I would play in the sprinklers a lot in the summertime. Many, many years ago, I got really into reading these mystery books that were all centered around a cat. The Cat Who Mysteries by Lillian Jackson Braun. When I tell you those books, I was obsessed with. Like, I read them all, and I even got to go to, was it Walden Books? I want to say Walden Books, because that, you know, that no longer exists. I remember going to the mall and waiting in line because she came to the mall, the bookstore, and she was signing copies of your, you know, she'd sign your book, and so you got to meet her. It was like a meet and greet, and that was like the coolest thing ever. I remember that. So maybe these will be as good as those were. Those were good, if I remember correct. Like, I was really obsessed. Now, the other mystery books that I read when I was a child were the Nancy Drew. I got into those. Those were really good too. Because I remember I would get them from the library, and they were like the original books, like old, like the kind of, you know, an old book. I don't know. They used to bind books and have the paper and fonts and things, you know, of another generation. I don't know how to explain it, but you know, when you see an old book, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, those were enjoyable. Those were enjoyable mysteries, but not so much a mystery reader these days. Haven't read one in a while, so maybe the teddy bear book will be a thriller. I need like something light though, because like I like a lot of intensely dark stuff, like That Boy Called It. Like I'm drawn to reading stuff like that, but then it's just like it's a lot emotionally, and it's like, why am I the way that I am, and I'm drawn to like reading about stuff like this? I don't know why, but yeah, I need to lean into more lighthearted things. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't end up reading that book that I got last time. That was a banned book because it was about something about mental health. I know, like, I didn't read it, but I was like, I don't know, maybe this is going to be another one of those books that I end up way overthinking, and it, you know, occupies too much space in my brain, and I'm just not up for that at the moment. You know, I need something more fun, lighthearted. So I filmed a video for you guys the other day in CVS, and unfortunately they are still doing that alarm. I mean, does that really help them with theft? I guess it just helps them have a idea of how many people are, but it goes off like constantly. I just don't see that as being a helpful tool in their store. But yeah, because I try and talk around it. So I end up saying like the same line 15 times, and then I try and splice it so that it's not the bell, to try and minimize that, but it's frustrating. But you know, theft has gotten to be such an issue for retailers across the country. Here, I mean, theft is obviously an issue. It's a major city, but here they're not as big on like locking stuff up yet, I say, because I have been in some stores where they lock stuff up. Like, you know, it's funny what they choose to lock up or put behind those little lock slots. It's always funny to me. Like, for whatever reason, Olay moisturizers must be a hot ticket item. I mean, they are expensive. Oh my gosh, look at this little, is that a little water globe? He like moves around in there. That's cute. I will say Randall's has nice flower arrangements. Like, that one's kind of cool. Sort of Halloween-esque. We also have these ghosts. That's something else. Roses. Here's another one. Oh, they're so cute. Little Day of the Dead. We have a little spooky cat. So check it out, Signature Care. This is the Rondell's version of, I'm not sure which sunscreen, but it's an SPF 30 water resistant organic sunscreen. Appears to be fragrance free. Interessante. Maybe similar to Neutrogena's Clear Face, which is a really good one. They also have an SPF 55, kind of similar to the Neutrogena Dry Touch. This one, the Neutrogena one has fragrance. Does this one? Yeah, this one does too. Looks like Lubriderm has a new lotion. I haven't seen this in a while. I don't know if it's new. Advanced Therapy. Their moisturizers are pretty good. Mineral oil and glycerin make for usually a good moisturizer, although I've never tried that one. Signature Care brand, $4.49. This one is like a Gold Bond Ultimate Healing dupe. I think this one has fragrance in it, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, but otherwise the Gold Bond version is actually okay. Is actually pretty decent. Not my favorite Gold Bond moisturizer, and not just because it has fragrance, but they have so many others that are much better. But this one isn't too bad. It has hydrolyzed elastin and hydrolyzed collagen, which are hydrating, and it has magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, a stable form of vitamin C that may help reduce oxidative stress at the skin surface. This is really good, the Pure Moisture, and then the Healing Sensitive. These two are really good. And then, of course, the Retinol one, which they don't have here. This Eucerin Original Healing Cream is excellent. It looks like Signature Care has a dupe of it, which $21.99. I think that's a bit inflated. Don't you guys think? Like, that seems way too expensive. I told Randall's jacked up the price. $13.49 for their brand. But I honestly think on Amazon this is much less expensive. I could be wrong, but unless inflation has really hit that hard. These gel masks seem to be going nowhere. Where you like smear them on. Are these the kind that you peel off? Maybe not. But the gold mask, they're kind of, is it just me? They're kind of like emulating Peter Thomas Roth. Gold can be irritating to the skin. Ascorbic acid may help defend against oxidative stress. Ascorbic acid and retinol. They're throwing I don't understand those ingredients in a mask. I mean, unless you want to do a short contact therapy to get used to them, but what are their cucumber hydrogel under eye patches? I wonder if these are any good. I enjoy doing stuff like this to temporarily depuff and relax. I mean, you could just use cucumber slices, but these don't appear to have fragrance. They have retinol in them. Interesting. Again, and ascorbic acid. I wonder if these are $5.99. You get 4 pairs. That seems kind of steep. I guess that's not too bad. Derma E has some really good under eye patches, and so does Pyongkang Yul. The black tea ones I really like. So they have a lot of Christmas stuff out already, which I'm not mad at. I like this hat. It's cute with the trimmings. And then they have these little light up lanterns, which I wonder if you have to continue pressing this down to keep it going. Looks like the glitter goes all over. Battery replacement instructions. Here's one you can see better. The glitter moves up. These are kind of fun. How cute is this? Santa on a motorcycle with a little sidecar reindeer. Oh, look. That is too cute. $4.79. Look at this one. Santa in the red truck with the tree in the back. How cute. And they have some little nutcrackers. Ooh, those look cozy. They have little grippers on them. These always attract a lot of hair though, and be careful if you have stairs that you don't go sliding down the stairs. Village Candle has stepped up to the mantle here. Sugar cookie. Doesn't really smell like sugar cookie, but what about caramel truffle? Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Caramel truffle. It's a cute little label too with little gnomes. Holly Jolly Nights. Then they have the bell jars, Christmas spice. Ooh, that's good. I think I might have to get that one because it's on sale. So they also have little ornaments. If you do a little mini tree, they have these little Santas, cute. And then they have these, which are more colorful, merry and bright. And then this one says fa la 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 la. These are on sale, 2 for $7. Like, you know, a lot of people get those little mini trees for their desk at work. Then you have these with the snow and the ornaments. These are $6. Oh, these are really cute. The Santas. Some of them have the snow in them. Like, and so it looks like it's the beard. Isn't that adorable? I'm getting excited for decorating for Christmas. Halloween is just like an appetizer for the holidays. Ooh, looks snuggly. I'm all about that little truck with the tree. They even have some holiday gift sets here. St. Ives. Being rough on the stratum corneum. And they have these spa subscription sets. You get the brightening under eye patch, a moisturizing cream, and a face oil. I'm gonna guess all of this is scented. The 3-piece set is $5.49. The glowing face oil is fragrance free, you guys, and it actually looks kind of promising because it's got ceramide, lactobionic acid, which is a polyhydroxy acid, and gluconolactone, another polyhydroxy acid, and it has ferulic acid, which is an antioxidant. That actually looks kind of promising, the glowing facial oil. The hydrogel eye patches, you know, fun, temporary depuff, not seeing fragrance. And the moisturizing cream, not seeing fragrance there either. Squalane, gluconolactone, lactic acid, half an ounce of the oil, an ounce of this, and then 1 pair of those. I mean, that's enough to test the waters. What's in the Fruit Glow? This is probably all scented. I said that about the last one, but something about this speaks to scent being added. Yeah, fragrance. Pineapple glycolic acid. Glycolic acid cleansers, you know, they can help support clearance of hyperpigmentation. Duke Cannon Jingle Booze. Okay. Different soaps that smell like alcohol. Bush beer soap. Do we really want a soap that smells like that? Ugh, no thank you. Bay Rum though, that does smell nice. Buffalo Trace. Okay, I heard they have this coffee that has a whiskey flavor to it, but it doesn't actually have alcohol in it. I really want to try it. The thing is, I think they only make it in the Keurig K-cup things, and I kid you not, I almost bought a Keurig for the sole purpose of trying this, and I was like, slow your row. But yeah, let me know if you've tried the Buffalo Trace coffee. I've heard it's really good. Then they have sock countdown to Christmas advent calendar type things. They even have some holiday Christmas candy out already. The Candy Cane Kisses, Andy's Mints. I always enjoyed getting these in my stocking as a child. Season's Greeting, to and from. These little M&M minis. Well, hey guys, I just hopped out of the shower and put on the Cetaphil Healthy Age Renew Night Cream. Love this stuff. It's nice and rich. I actually put it on over the Madagascar Centella Probio Cica Serum. So I'm like super moisturized and hydrated, but it got me thinking, you know, do not be timid about moisturizers if you're someone who breaks out. You know, you get acne. And the reason is moisturizers can actually help cut down on acne flares. They're not a cure for acne flares, but they definitely support clearance at that point in your life. And so if you're also breaking out with acne, do not fear moisturizers because they definitely can help. Not to mention they help cut down on irritation that can be caused by different acne treatments. So do not be timid about moisturizers. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for making it to the end. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.